Hey there, folks. How you doing? I'm here again with just, I guess, nothing, nothing that's gonna like rock your world in the bead sense, I guess. Of anyways, so I have some necklaces that I the last video I did where I mentioned I found like over 50 necklaces I made a long time ago, many years ago, and so I was just going through them and it's gonna show like how kind of like some things I started out with, how simple they are, and then how like I kind of got more creative. I mean, a lot of these pieces are still pretty rough because they're from a while ago. So I just hope you can like get an idea or something. Yeah, because I love seeing people's like really quirky jewelry or seeing how they've progressed over the years, like how they started out and like as they move. It's just, I don't know, I love seeing that. That's why I liked working in that university. It was just like seeing the art students, you know, come in thinking, oh my gosh, I can't be an artist. This is so hard. And then by the time they graduate, they're like just so full of confidence and they've got all these skills and they've had so much practice and they're actually real artists. And it's just a beautiful thing to see somebody transform like that. Okay, so what I have today are some necklaces. And of course, as usual, it's just a big pile of stuff because that's what I do to my jewelry that I make. I am very bad. So I'm going to start, let's see. So this is just a very simple Amazonite necklace. I actually had a bracelet that went with this with the same beads. And then in here I had all these like just massive amounts, like just big puffy balls of dangles, black beads and black glass and obsidian and onyx and all that stuff. But as you can see here, it's a basic wire wrapped loop, has wire wrap loops. Oh, my brain, guys, I apologize. So let's see if I can get that to, let's go down again. Let's learn how to do this, Rebecca. Okay, so you can see it's just a basic wire loop here and the wire goes through and you do another wire loop here, add a jump ring and continue. So as you see here, it's very simple. This was me practicing this stuff, and we have it connected by a lobster claw with a little tiny extension chain, not much, but yeah, it's very simple. And we'll pull, I think I already showed that, so very simple. I think I'm going to take this apart and do something else. I mean, these beads are just gorgeous. This is really beautiful Amazonite. Okay, let's see, what would be the next step if I, oh, and this one too. This is very, this one's even earlier. This is like a really inexpensive Chinese stabilized turquoise with coral chips. And here again, it's just connecting them, doing the wire wrap loops on each end of the bead and just connecting until you get here and you get a little extension chain, jump ring, lobster claw. So, you know, they're pretty similar in concept, right? So it, you know, depending on like, I have jump ring here, so that gives a little more space and these are bigger beads. And so, you know, like you can see how you can take a concept and like the beads you use and you tweak it a little bit and it gets more interesting. I would like to, yeah, that's the word I would like to say, more interesting. Okay, that's, all right, now, so this one here, I think was next in my process. So this one I added some seed beads because I was trying to use seed beads because they're pretty inexpensive and you can get a lot of bulk and beautiful colors. So I was doing some kind of a pastel thing. Got a little butterfly. I wish my mannequin had better lighting around it so I could take nice pictures of these on the mannequin. So yeah, you have this focal here with a beautiful butterfly dangle. And this looks like a shell bead. And again, see, it's that wire wrapped, and there's like a jump ring here and a jump ring here. But these are doing the wire wrapped into each other. And then I'm also using the wire to give a little interest over these beads. And you can do like a little twist with your chain nose or your flat nose pliers, and you just go, you grab it and you just twist it. Give it a nice bend. See, that one's not so great. But each bead in here is beautiful. This one has some bead caps with it to give more interest to that round bead. And again, another splatter paint shelled bead. We got, oh man, what is that? Oh, gosh, that is a beautiful bead. What is that? Oh wow, that is gorgeous. I must have got that at the local bead store. And then we have like another Amazonite that without the black. But you see how they're all connected and the wires wrapped around it. Then it connects here into, let me see, can we zoom in further? That's as close as I can get. Okay, you can kind of see right, let me get my tweezers. Like right there, the beading wire, the tiger tail, how it's connected on that loop, and it's wrapped around it and pulls through. So it's probably two strands going in, and when they come back up, it makes 4. I hope that makes sense. And then again here, I crimped them off. Looks like I crimped these down so they would be more under control while feeding the wire through this nice metal bead. Couple beads here. And it looks like wire captured it and wrapped it around this jump ring. So I should probably do a tutorial on this. Okay, I think I need to write this down. I need to start writing more of my ideas down in just like one place, not like scattered in notes all over the house. Anyway, so I did a confetti mix. I just call stuff like confetti mix when it's like this. Just beautiful beads that were kind of pastel, and I thought went beautifully with the pastel palette I have here. So another magnesite, another dyed magnesite. Oh, and it only has one thing over it. And looks like rose quartz. Gosh, that's gorgeous. Oh, this is blue lace agate. Gorgeous blue lace agate. That stuff is getting harder to find. Oh yeah, look at this blue lace. Isn't that beautiful? Whoa. Oh, and this is either a dyed quartz or a beautiful aquamarine, I think. And another magnesite. So I got all kinds of shapes in here. So, you know, it's kind of asymmetrical in a way. So like it should hang like this and that little butterfly dangle down. So that's that necklace. Sorry, that went on way too long. All right, so what would be the next step? Let's see, what was my next step maybe? Probably this. Let's get, excuse my arm. Hopefully I can edit that out. All right. Okay, so this is another wire wrapped concept. Trying to see if I can get this laid down where you can see it. You guys behave. I want you guys to be seen. Okay, so I have this chain here. It's a beautiful kind of a slightly antique silver. And so I did the same concept where I have these wire wrapped beads. Not wire wrapped. Why do I keep saying wire wrapped? Because that's, gosh guys, I'm sorry. The wire making the bead into basically a connector. Let's just say that. And instead of like using just a typical jump ring, I was using links from the chain in between these. And then I was adding a really nice, these are turquoise, these are real turquoise, they're pretty expensive beads that I got from the bead store. But they're just so gorgeous, so I had to get them. So I used that link as a jump ring and a dangle to add more pop of color. And these beautiful faceted agate beads, I just love them. My friend Debbie gave them to me. She's my bead angel in town. So yeah, it's kind of a messy wrap, you know. I get messy with my wraps, and I just made my own pins. So this, I would like to redo this because, let's see, like this right here is bothering me because this is sticking out. So hopefully I can, that also needs to be snipped. I'm not covering my eye like I should, but okay, I'm back. I got interrupted. Anyway, so yeah, you can use your, if you have those chain links that open up, they're the non-soldered chain links, you can use them also like jump rings. I show this in many videos. I keep chain links and stuff because they always come in handy for unique linking things. Anyway, so there's a chain, and I just left it like the chain that you can hook this clasp into. Sorry for the hitting the camera. Super simple. I know I'm not breaking any ground. And down here, I just made it a little different. I'm out of breath. I apologize, guys. I need get my oxygen, but I'm just so like, I just can't make it to the pharmacy right now. I used double chain links here, and I of course added those beautiful turquoise dangles. Wonderful pendant. I'm not super happy with what I did here. I want to revisit this where I just wire wrapped on seed beads. I don't know what happened to that tube. These are some of my favorite seed beads. Oh man, I am just roasting. I've got a crazy hot flash. Anyway, so you can do the wire wrap thing. Well, you know, doing the wrapped loop. Why doesn't it focus? So you can see how adding the links in here and the little dangles can give like your design a little, just a tad more pizzazz. Gosh, I wish I can get them a little right. But anyways, I think you get the idea. All right. Okay, so this next necklace is also incorporating those beads with the wrap loops and such. Let's see if we can pull this out a little bit. There we go. Okay. Start again, Rebecca. Edit all that crap out. People don't want to see that. Okay, so this next necklace also incorporates using those links of chain that are not soldered as jump rings, and again using jump rings too here, and then wrapping that wire loop, going through some chip beads, making that wrap loop here, and then bringing some wire down on these beautiful Amazonite chip beads to give them some interest. And again, that just goes into a jump ring and into a vintage clasp. I don't think I made that. I don't know. Actually, I think I did make that clasp. Oh, and I even made the jump rings. Okay. Yeah, these are handmade clasp and jump rings. You can see my, let's see if I can get this to focus. You can see my lazy jump ring where I didn't file it. And so there's a point right there. It's not a flush cut. And this is a simple clasp I made with brass wire. And again, here we have that wrapped loop coming through the beads. These are beautiful Greek Mykonos, however you say that, Mykonos beads. These are some beautiful stone bead. Oh, what is that stone? Shoot, I don't remember. But, oh, I love these beads. These beads have that beautiful patina. They're just so gorgeous. They're so expensive, but I love them. more of that chain, and we got, look at these dangles we got happening here. So let's see if we can get this to lay down right. I love this necklace. We got a beautiful ginkgo leaf pendant that my friend Debbie gave me. Like, I get so much stuff from my friend Debbie, and this little dangle like hangs in front of it. So it's just a simple check bead and seed beads with wire wrapped loop on top. I cannot talk, guys, I'm sorry. And we got this beautiful stamping as a dangle. So like, you can kind of see how it hangs there. I think it's really beautiful. Okay, let's come down. And so this is definitely an asymmetrical necklace. And again, we have those wire loops going through the beads, and I added some seed beads in between the beads to add interest. Again, a jump ring that I've made, more random beads. Oh, I love these beads. These are so juicy. I wish I could find more of these dyed quartz. I love them. I think these are also Greek. Yeah, those are more Greek ceramic beads. Oh, I love those Greek beads. A shell abalone in inlaid bead. I also got this from my friend Debbie. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? It's just looped wrap there with seed bead to give a little interest. Just some basic round ones that are like a little pattern there. And this is where we come into a little different. I made a loop of seed beads. These look like to be about 8 aughts. And I connected them here with the wire guard and a crimp. And to keep them together, I wrapped a little brass wire around them. And they just go, and they go, and they go. We come to another wrapping to keep the beads together, and it's wrapped around this beautiful just brass stamping. And so it's looped here, and that's why it's connected here with the wire guard. And so this one sits, the clasp sits on the side. Gosh, I'm going to try to keep some of these videos down. Hopefully I can edit out a lot of this rambling. Anyways, like, that doesn't get perfect. So, okay. So you just hook that in there. And there is your necklace. I love this necklace. So you can see, like, taking these concepts of just a basic wire wrap. Look at these blues I'm using. I was really in a blue mood. Taking that wire wrap technique, mixing up your beads, mixing up some other things, adding different dangles, adding a beautiful seed bead. This is really going to feel nice on your neck. It won't feel scratchy if you have like a rough edge on your one of your wires. So anyways, I hope you like that necklace. And the next one is the last one. This was me completely experimenting, and this really needs to be on a mannequin. I wish maybe I can find a way to get some sunlight on that mannequin. I can get my husband to move it. It's kind of heavy. Anyways, I got that mannequin from my friend Debbie in town. Ah, Debbie, I love you. I don't know where you're at, but I love you, Debbie. Okay, so this was me experimenting. This is a pretty rough necklace, but I still like it. So I don't have metal smithing skills, so I was like, I want to make my own loops, and I just did a circle and just started twisting the wire around itself. Then we got a wire guard and a crimp, and we got some seed beads. We got some wood beads. We got some other tuaga nuts. We got some bauxite. We have some African bauxite. We have a real turquoise and looks like maybe bone or wood in there. Another bauxite, and you can see here. This is where that beading wire length with the wire guards. It's like that length. It's like the length of my finger. And then we get down in here where we start doing those loops and such with the wire. This is just a basic ceramic bead. You can usually find these everywhere. Then I made my own little S hook, and these are not good at all. I can do better S hooks in this time of my life, but I also hammered them, flattened them, so I'm not really sure if I like that. I had these beautiful magnesite beads, the faux turquoise, but I love the little ring around them. I just love it. And so I made my own, like I'm always making my own little pins apparently back then. And I don't know, is that scratchy? Not really. Okay, it's not bad. And so I'd use these as dangles on one of those circles I made twisting around. Man, I guess I should try to, need to make some notes. I need to rewatch this video and see what I say, what I should do tutorials on. Let me see if I can do something like this in a video that you can see the copper coming through. It's worn out with the silver plating. But, and then you have that dangle. And then it goes into a donut, and you got seed beads, stuff in the center to add interest. And I don't know what I was doing in there. That looks weird. I don't like that. I don't know what I did in there. You guys see that? Like, why did I do that? Oh man, you can totally tell I did not really know what I was doing. It's charming. I'm like, aw. Little Rebecca back then didn't know what she was doing. She just wanted to make jewelry. Okay. And then I did another link and some more dangles. Aren't those dangles beautiful? Like the stones, not the, because I made them just the stones. And again, more handmade S hook. And again, that is dumb. I would like to rectify that. Another thing with more dangles. Like this one has 3. This one has 4. So I don't know if I had a pattern with that. Then another S thingy, and we got a beautiful agate here. Just a clear agate. And then we link it again. And here's, I think, this is our focal. And people who do like photography for jewelry and all that stuff are so patient. I just am not. I'm just like, lay down right now. So you can see how it, can I pull this down? I want you guys to see how it hangs without having to try to get my mannequin hauled out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dangles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I kind of got some similarity here with these. But this is the focal. These like kind of accentuate the focal. All these like rough dangles. And again, you can see I was making my own pens. Gosh, Rebecca, you should just invest in a torch. And again, it's the same stuff going back. So it's not super asymmetrical, really. I mean, you can see there is kind of a pattern, but I like it. It needs help. It needs like a little resuscitation. It sounds weird saying it like that. Your beading needs resuscitation. It does. It needs more life breathed into it. So I would love to know what you guys think. I know I want to respond to comments. Like, I want to bring my laptop up here. It's just like really heavy. It's like a beast of a laptop. And I want to bring it up here and respond to people's comments, like since I can't do a live, and I can't do a live anyways, because sometimes I just got to go to the bathroom. it's like I gotta go. I gotta take a break, or I gotta get water. Anyways, I was thinking like, yeah, I want to do something. Like, while I'm making some people some bracelets and such. They don't know who they are yet, but they'll find out. Ha ha ha. And yeah, I would like to just like respond to your comments, like, since I can't do a live. And I'd like to respond to you guys more personally, because you guys are so sweet. Gosh, I don't want to name names because there's like so many, and I don't want to get people's names wrong. And I just want to give back to you guys. I don't want to take from you guys. I want to give to you guys. It's kind of like I'm re-examining my life, I guess, at this point. Just being sick and not being able to work, and oh man, it's like, and the way I got dismissed from my job or terminated, gosh, being terminated is just like, that's just never happened to me. I've been laid off because like a housing crisis, and I was in a construction company. But yeah, I don't know. I want to like connect with you guys. I don't know, and I'm just re-examining my life, and I want to, if I do work, I do want to do something that serves people or beings, living beings, or even the earth. I don't know, something that is like a power for good, and it just doesn't like I don't know, like Jeff Bezos more rich or something. Like that guy's got enough money. Like seriously, like retire already. Leave some of the money for the rest of us, because we are struggling out here. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just re-examining my life, and I'll also say I've been having some home issues. That's been kind of like also hindering me doing videos, because when you're in a house with somebody that's hostile, and my light went out, and just I don't know. Oh, sorry, I don't want to say the A word, but I don't know. I mean, it's getting to that point. I just don't know. I don't want to bum you guys out, but I just want you to kind of understand that, like, yeah, I think that light is going out for good. It keeps turning off. Anyways, I need to respond to comments, like, anyways, and I can't keep my brain straight. This is why I can't work. Yeah, it sucks because my husband's not here right now, and I mean, honestly, I just keep my eye on the window to see if he's home so I can, I don't know. Anyways, I don't want to bum you guys out. It's like this, like being sick and the pandemic, and my immune system's a piece of junk. I just can't go running around and talk to people. It's a huge bummer. It's like I'm really social. I didn't realize how social I was until the pandemic. And I definitely didn't realize how social I was until I got sick, and I have had to stay home by myself with my husband basically for months. And it's just like, I didn't realize how much I needed to even just talk to a woman. That's like, not my mother-in-law, you know what I mean? Like, just a free female friend, like, just hang out and like have coffee or something, or sit around and just, man, gosh, I miss it. Yeah, I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna be honest. I am lonely. I live with somebody, but I'm very lonely. I'll just be honest with you guys. So if that comes across in videos, I really apologize. I don't want to bring anybody down. I've had some videos that I've made that I've just like, I have got to not publish this because I sound way depressed. It's just like, or there's like, man, there's some videos I want to redo because my brain isn't working at all, and it's like, this is painful to watch. So I know I'm chatting a bunch, but yeah, I'm gonna try to keep the bead stuff at the front of the video, and like I'm trying to be more understanding and respectful of the people that see this video. I keep hitting the tripod. I am doing my own thing, but I also still want to respect everybody because I do love you all. I know some days I get mad at humanity, but I just, yeah. And sometimes I go off on stuff because like I love people and I see other people hurting people, and it's for no reason. It's just so pointless. Like, can't we just all get along? And I know that sounds like people like made fun of that, but seriously, like there's something really pure in that thought of like, why can't we just get along? Like, why do we have to have like billions of dollars? like why do you need billions of dollars if in your account that you can't even use? Like, what is that? Like, what's going on in this world? I just don't know if I belong here anymore. I have like such a different outlook, I guess. I try to be respectful of a lot of people's opinions, but when people are just hurtful, I have a hard time coping with that because I've had so many people in my life abused by others, and I've been abused. And anyways, but it's like, even if I haven't been abused, even if I hadn't had friends that have been abused, I don't want people being abused. Like, I don't need like that personal life experience to like make me care about people or give a darn about it. Like, I just do. I just care. I just want people to be sheltered, clothed, fed, access to medicine, child care for, assistance. If, they got to work, both parents got to work a job, or a single parent has to work 2 or 3 jobs. And I just care about people. And I can't do anything about it, and it sucks. So I'm trying to think of like an idea, like what kind of field I could go into where I could help people, and it didn't like just make another billionaire another $1 billion, because like I put all that time into my last job and I've got nothing now. Nothing. I gave them everything and now I've got nothing. It's just it's like, what am I doing then? Like, it's so weird. Even my dad's like, why are they doing this to you? And why are they doing this to other people? Like one of my coworkers, like, gosh, I love her so much. Her husband he's like in the late stages of Parkinson's, and he needs 24-hour care. He can't take care of himself. But my old job, my ex-coworker, she's a dear friend. They're like just coming after her real hard, and she needs that job to have the health care for her husband, but she needs to be home. And it's like, man, what do we do in this situation? Like, I don't have money. I've offered to go over and sit with her husband to, keep an eye on him, because, people like that, you never know. They can't be alone. It's just like, what is going on in this world? Like, that lady has given so much also to that job, and like she goes like beyond. She's like a 150% productive person. She may be gone for a day or two, but she'll get so much done in just like an hour. It blows my mind. But jobs don't respect that. It's just like jobs don't see that. And I want a job where people are valued, not just like in the workplace, but whatever product is being provided helps people and takes care of people and doesn't exploit them. So if you guys have any ideas what kind of field I could go into that's like not completely torturous, like social work, because I've seen that people in social work burn out like very quickly because the caseload and pay is terrible. So I don't know. If you have any ideas of like, if I have, because I used, oh man, the job I had at Rimrock Foundation, the addiction rehab center, when I was doing the art therapy and getting to, teach people like all kinds of crafts and stuff. And like, this is why, if you see these, like, if you see me using utensils and there's like stuff written on it, it's because when I worked at the place, I didn't let people use my tools, my personal tools, unless they had permission. Because, these are like a $35 tool. I don't want to. I had another one, and some girl, a teenage girl, used the snips on the memory wire, and I was like, oh man. I was like upset, but she didn't know, so I kept that inside. Anyway, so like I want a job like that. Like, oh man, I loved helping the adolescent girls. Everybody's like, are you insane? That's like the worst. They say that worse. Like, I mean, that's so don't chew on my stuff. Cat's chewing on my stuff. everybody's like, oh, you know, adolescents are the, you know, most difficult population to deal with. But you have to learn to like, you can't think like you think. You have to like get in their brain and work with their thinking. Because if you're like, I'm an adult and this is the way things are, I mean, you can't do that with adolescents. I know I'm rambling. Oh my gosh, I am lonely. Anyways, I'm just adding this as a flavor because like we got to do drum circles, like practicing, like working together to get in the same rhythm. It was really interesting, like how music therapy and art therapy really brought out like people's emotions, like their real emotions. Because like when you're working on stuff and you're like do like me right now, you kind of start, some people like reach this stream of consciousness as your hand is working and busy. It's very interesting process of how like people can start bringing out like, oh, you know, this happened, and oh, you know, this and that, and I'm worried about this, and when I get out I'm worried about that, and you know, a lot of times they won't say that when they're with the counselor, because there's something about having tactile things in your hand that changes the way your brain processes information. And it also, when you're doing beadwork in a table, like I had 2 long tables full, like 30 people teaching them. It was hard, but it was beautiful. You're like this community. Like all of a sudden everybody's like in it together. Everybody's like, oh, I don't get this and I don't get that. And people are like, oh, I just figured this out, or I know this. And it's such a beautiful experience. And I've been trying to figure out how to like even start like a small like free group for like adolescents, like, you know, with issues, or like foster kids. I'm trying to, like, if you guys have any ideas or you know something, I'm like desperate. I'm not like able to work right now, but I'm wanting to like look forward. Like I need a goal, so I don't just sit here and just like get depressed. Because if you don't have goals, then you're like, what are you doing? You're gonna get sad. But that's just my personal opinion. I know that's just my opinion. Everybody's different. I'm sorry. I don't want to like say if you don't have a goal, there's something wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. For a long time, I had 0 goals other than just to like make it to the end of the week and get my paycheck and get some relief on the weekend. I know I'm rambling a lot. I'm going to shut it down because this video is way too long. You guys are awesome. I always say it. I need to figure, I want to get that laptop up here. I want to get my project going. I'm just going to like say, hey dude, to my husband, like, if you're going to start acting like this, like we're going to have a situation. Because I can't live like this much longer, because I can't like, you know, live where I get, you know, attitude if I start beading, or if I, whatever. It doesn't matter. Like, I don't need attitude. I just like to live my life on things that aren't hurting people. So anyways, I got a lot to work on. I apologize for being late on everything and not holding up to any of my promises. I deeply apologize. Love you bunches. Take care of yourself, your friends, family, and furry guys. Have a good one. Bye.